Okay, this is the first video I want you to watch to start reviewing for your quiz. So let's look at these problems. It's really important as you go through here that you read what shape is, because that's going to tell you how to set up the problem. So this one tells you it's a square. And in a square, we know that all of the sides are congruent. And in these problems, the only option for sides is equal. So I'm going to say 3x plus 14 equals 5x minus 8. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. So I get 14 equals 2x minus 8. Add 8. And I get 22 equals 2x. Divide by 2, so x is 11. Now we want to find the perimeter, which means we have to add up all the sides. And everyone wants to jump and say the perimeter is 44. That's not correct. You need to take that 11 and plug it in to find the side length before you can get the perimeter. So when I plug it in, that's going to be 33 plus 14, which would be 47. That means that each side is 47. So when I want to find the perimeter, it's going to be 47 plus 47 plus 47 plus 47, which gives you a perimeter of 188. All right, next example, we have a rhombus. And this is the way it was on your homework, and it's going to be this way in the quiz where you don't have to tell me every angle. But it may help a lot of you to fill in the angles. So in a rhombus, we know the diagonals are perpendicular, and all the ones in the center are 90. So we know y is 90. In a rhombus, when the diagonal gets drawn in, it bisects the opposite angle. So if that top angle is 24, this angle is 24, and likewise, opposite angles are all going to be 24. So that means now that W is 24, and X is 24. Okay, so we're just left with Z. Well, Z and this angle and the 24 make a right triangle. So it can be 180 minus 90 minus 24, and that will give you 66. And we just wanted Z, but keep in mind that all four of these will be 66. A rectangle. In a rectangle, it's important that we remember that all four of these segments are equal. That only happens in a rectangle. So that means it doesn't matter which ones they give you, they're all the same. So I'm going to 3 times x plus 8, and it's going to equal 7x plus 4. So if I distribute first, so I get 3x plus 24 equals 7x plus 4. Subtract 3x from both sides. So I get 24 equals 4x plus 4. Subtract 4. And I get 20 equals 4x. Divide by 4, so x is 5. Now it wants to know how long AC is, and AC is this whole segment. And just like that first problem, you can't say it's 5 plus 5. That's just what x is. You have to plug in 5 right here. So this is going to be 3 times 5 plus 8. Well, 5 plus 8 is 13, so this is 3 times 13, which should be 39. Which means this segment is 39, and this segment is 39. Right? So then to get AC, we're going to add the two things together, and we get 78. Let's go to the next example. This is a square. In a square, the angles can either be 45 or 90. On the X one, this one makes an L. That means it's going to be 90. So we get 3x plus 15 equals 90. Subtract 15 from both sides. We get 3x equals 75. Divide by 3, and x is 25. Now for the y. Y doesn't make a V. The y one makes, it doesn't make an L, it makes more of a V, which means it's going to be 45. So 5y equals 45. Divide by 5, so y is 9. Alright, next example, we have a rectangle. In a rectangle, the four corners we know are all 90. So to get W is going to be 90 minus 75, which gives us 15. Okay? Then we have to figure out the rest. On a rectangle, all four of these are congruent, which means we have four isosceles triangles. And in the isosceles triangle, the two legs and the base, and the two base angles are congruent. So that means 75 matches X, so this is 75. Okay, they didn't ask us to find it, so let's throw in a few more. So 75 and the one next to it, they form a corner, so that's 90. 90 minus 75 is 15. 15 and Y, they're base angles, so that's 15. They got a corner, they add to 90. 90 minus 15 is 75. Down here we have base angles, they're congruent, this is 75. Oh, got a corner, this is 15. So, we can fill in some more angles. Looks like X is 75, Y is 15. Now we want to find Z. Well, we've got a triangle right here, which means they're going to add to 180. So I'll do 180 minus 75 minus 75, and that will give us 30. Next problem, rhombus. Okay? I want you to ignore the Y for right now. We don't need to do it, so just cross the Y part out. Okay. A rhombus is a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, the angles can be opposite and equal, or share a side and add to 180. These two angles are opposite and equal. Excuse me, I said that wrong. These two angles share a side and add to 180. So we're going to have 3x plus 15 plus x plus 25 equals 180. Combine that term, that gives us 4x plus 40 equals 180. Subtract 40 from both sides, so I get 4x equals 140. Divide by 4, so x is 35. Okay, now let's find a rectangle. If it said rhombus, these two angles would be congruent. But because it says rectangle, the corners of a rectangle are all 90. That means these two angles add to 90. So we get 4x minus 16 equals x plus 14. We'll subtract x from both sides. So I get 3x. Oh, I forgot to change. We need to change this to a plus. For this problem. Oh my gosh, I totally messed this up. I completely did. Okay, take two. I already said these add to 90, right? And we need to change this to a plus. What I should have said is written what I said. 4x plus 16 plus x plus 14 equals 90. Okay? So combine my terms. 4x and x is 5x. 16 plus 14 is 30 equals 90. Subtract 30. So 5x equals 60. Divide by 5. So x is 12. I'm so sorry about that last one. Now we're done with this worksheet.